Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we dive into the fascinating world of fishing. Whether you're an avid angler or simply curious about the art of catching fish, you've come to the right place. Join us as we explore the thrilling adventures of both freshwater and saltwater fishing, uncovering the differences, similarities, and everything in between. Get ready to embark on an immersive journey where we showcase the breathtaking beauty of nature's waterways, share insightful tips and techniques, and celebrate the joy of reeling in the perfect catch. So grab your fishing gear, subscribe to our channel, and let's cast off together into the thrilling world of fishing. Freshwater fishing. Freshwater fishing is a popular outdoor activity that is typically less expensive and easier than saltwater fishing. Freshwater bodies such as lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams are home to a variety of fish species, each with unique characteristics, sizes, and behaviors that require different fishing techniques. Freshwater fish hunting typically requires basic equipment like a fishing rod and reel, bait, and fishing line, with boats being necessary in some cases. What makes fishing in freshwater different? Equipment lasts much longer. Since freshwater has low salt content, everything you use is going to last longer. Saltwater causes serious erosion over time on your rod, reel, and even the boat you are using. Doing basic maintenance on your tackle is a part of fishing that everyone should do. Although all of your gear will eventually corrode, it will take much longer for that to happen and is not as big of a concern. Freshwater fishing is less expensive. Most fishermen love freshwater fishing because it is less expensive. It also comes in a wider selection that allows you to pick up exactly what works for you. Freshwater fish are smaller due to the lack of size or food resources, and this actually works to your benefit. You are not going to need any large or robust gear for basic freshwater fishing. There is more skill involved. While it may seem strange, a lot of fishermen believe that you need more skill for freshwater fishing. It mostly relies on the fact that there just are not as many fish to catch, and there are a lot more places for them to hide in ponds, rivers, or lakes. Without the abundance of fish swimming around, you are going to have a great understanding of where you are fishing and what you are fishing for. There are not as many types of fish. Although freshwater fishing is one of the most popular pastimes, some think it can get boring. Since you are limited to the variety of fish you can catch, you might get bored of catching bass. On the other hand, this could be great for you. You can learn exactly what works for the type of fish or location you are fishing. This can increase your catch rate. Better for those doing it recreationally. Since freshwater is more accessible to most people, it is easier for beginners to learn the basics. The gear is cheap, so you are not making a solid financial investment just to try it out. You can also simply fish from the shore or docks. More natural predators to worry about. Depending on where you are fishing, natural predators are something that you need to consider when fishing. In the southern area of the United States, alligators are not uncommon to see in bays, lakes, and rivers. In mountainous regions, bears and wolves are also using rivers and lakes as a food source. Being aware of the natural predators around you is necessary for your safety. Saltwater fishing. You may be wondering if saltwater and freshwater are all that different to begin with. The short answer is yes. Before we get into how they can impact your fishing, saltwater makes up the oceans and seas we have here on Earth. Freshwater makes up the lakes, rivers, and streams we have. There are exceptions to some lakes being made of saltwater, such as the Great Salt Lake in Utah, USA, and the Caspian Sea. What makes fishing in saltwater different? Bait is more interesting. With a wider variety of fish to catch, the bait that you are using is more interesting than worms or hot dogs. You can use larger fish to catch bigger fish. Chumming is also a popular form of baiting in saltwater since it attracts a variety of fish. The fish are larger and taste better. Because seas and oceans are enormous bodies of water, there is naturally more room for fish to live. Combine this with an endless supply of food, and you get some pretty large fish. Major predators can grow to huge sizes, and some have even caught enormous squid and octopus as well. Majority of the fish you see in restaurants are from saltwater habitats because they tend to taste better than freshwater fish. The process of catching is more exciting. There are a lot of varieties of fish to catch, and this can make the actual process of catching your fish a lot more exciting. Not only may you be surprised by what you catch, but it tends to be more difficult to catch based on the size of the fish and the water conditions you might be in. The tackle and gear can get expensive. What keeps a lot of people away from saltwater fishing is that it is a lot more expensive than freshwater fishing. You need bigger boats, stronger rigs, and more expensive bait. You also have to consider the fact that saltwater erodes your gear quicker too. You should consider water and weather conditions. When it comes to saltwater fishing, the weather and the water conditions are important. The currents and tides not only play into your ability to catch fish, but also the safety of being on the water. Storms can roll in while you are out, and that will cut your fishing time short. It is not as practical as freshwater. For most fishermen, saltwater fishing is not a practical hobby. Very few people live near saltwater they can fish in, so a lot of people are having to travel in order to fish in saltwater. This is an extra cost to get there. Take off work and find someone to take you out on the water. Other differences between freshwater and saltwater fishing. One of the biggest differences you're going to find when comparing the two is how big the fish are going to be. When you're fishing in saltwater, you can catch a blue marlin in saltwater that is 14 feet long and weighs 1,900 pounds. When you're fishing in freshwater, you're only going to catch fish that are 3 feet and up to 16 pounds. When you fish in freshwater, you're going to see fish like bass, catfish, and trout. In saltwater, you could catch a shark or even an octopus. Whether you're fishing in freshwater and saltwater, you're going to have a good time. So it's a good idea to try both and see what you like more. You never know, you could end up liking both equally. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of freshwater versus saltwater fishing. We hope this discussion has shed light on the differences and similarities between these two popular angling pursuits. Whether you're casting your line in a tranquil freshwater stream or setting sail on the open seas, fishing offers a world of excitement, challenge, and connection with nature. The thrill of the catch, the beauty of the surroundings, and the camaraderie among fellow anglers are experiences that transcend the specific type of water you fish in. So grab your gear, embrace the adventure, and immerse yourself in the wonders of fishing. Whether you're a freshwater fanatic or a saltwater enthusiast, there's a whole world of fish waiting to be discovered and memories waiting to be made. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest fishing adventures. Until next time, tight lines and happy fishing.